All right, about that time again, 11:35 now, 11:35 Eastern Time. Welcome back to the Trade Room, guys and gals. Thanks for sticking with me through this sloppy, wacky Wednesday. Didn't even realize it was the third week of February already. Now remember, when you're looking at the options expiration calendar, I'll grab my Forex factory. When you're looking at the OPEX calendar, guys, remember the way that OPEX works. It's the third Friday of the month, as long as the first day of the month isn't on a Friday. You can see the first day of the month this month was on a Wednesday, so therefore today is considered Wacky Wednesday. All right, Wacky Wednesday classified by large bouts of volume unexpectedly as traders are balancing their portfolio ahead of options expiration on Friday. So that's probably one of the reasons why things were a little bit sloppy this morning. I'm a big believer, though, that the FOMC meeting minutes, of course, we had a ton of news today. Great example this morning of how the market, in my opinion, had a little bit of a case of the analysis paralysis. Little bit of analysis paralysis. If you recall, we had our morning prep this morning. And you know me, 7:30 a.m. At 7:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, we post that morning prep. We talked about how we had Empire State Manufacturing Survey first. Came out way higher than expected. And crude sat. Very strange the way the markets reacted to this news. We really didn't get very much consistency. Was it Wacky Wednesday, or was it the anticipation of the meeting minutes later on today? Tough to tell, but one thing is for sure, we knew a little bit of analysis paralysis was probably to blame because, again, 8:30 news, 9 o'clock news. Very small window between those two. 9:15, 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30. And then again, we knew after 10:30 there'd be that variable here. Not sure what to expect. Are they going to sit on hands and wait for 2 o'clock? Or will all that news up above, will that be enough to keep the volume going? We're seeing right now, it is way too sloppy and choppy right now for our liking, and we are sitting on our hands here now after 11:30. Very surprising, though. We saw news out of crude oil. One of the first times in months we've seen inventories lower with higher demand, and price dropped. That's a good example this morning of how consistently we see the price rise when you see higher demand and lower inventories. So we were very surprised when it didn't rise. And as we always say, the bus comes every day at 7:30. If it shows up late or shows up early, something's changed. What is, right? What's the change? It's my job as a trader to figure that out. So we're left kind of hanging here after 10:30, 10:45 this morning, just wondering what's keeping this market from moving. Maybe Wacky Wednesday. I have a feeling, though, it's that FOMC meeting minutes. I have a feeling that traders on crude, euro, gold are all waiting to hear this morning, this afternoon at least, what was under the surface of that last Fed meeting. All right, guys? We had a lot of very crude bullish news today, very euro bearish news today, very dollar bullish news, and we didn't see it move. So we can only assume at this point they're going to be waiting for 2 o'clock this afternoon. Guys, Mama said there'd be days like this, right? She said there'd be days like this. We've had great days this week. Monday and Tuesday were great, made some great money. Today, had some challenges. Now, I missed the initial short on crude oil. We talked about this morning. We did have a nice, easy short here on crude. I missed it. Just kind of one of the downsides of being an educator sometimes. Busy demonstrating and not trading in this one. This is a two-step pattern short. At the same time, the dollar was rising. We had the first time we got below that previous high of day for the day. It was an easy trade short, right off those highs. Didn't get my hands on that trade, and so I was sitting on hands pretty much the rest of the morning here on crude oil. It wasn't until later on this morning, after, as you can see here, after 10 o'clock, we finally got some action on the Russell. Now, you know me, I'm not much of a I'm not much of a hindsight type of trader. Let's go see what our morning prep told us about the Russell, right? What was our strategy for trading the Russell? This, of course, was posted at 9:30 this morning. All right. Very easy for me to look back on it right now with hindsight and say, oh yeah, this is what we're going to do. But what we could do here is look and see what our plan was at 9:30 this morning. Anybody can use hindsight. Okay. Can you put together a plan and follow that plan? Like clockwork, every morning we post our morning prep. And this morning, what did we see on this Russell 55 range chart? We saw a double top. Double top gave me double top support at 810. We saw the previous day's range, previous high of day, previous low of day. And where am I? I'm in the middle of that range. Third clue, price wedge. Mark up your swing highs, mark up those swing lows. This look familiar? We know what this is. This is a price wedge. So think about this for a second, guys. If I have a price wedge, an inside day, major support below me, major resistance above me, what's a trader to do? Buy the lows, sell the highs. That's exactly what we wanted to accomplish this morning.